Residents will be glad to know that the CLIP program is working to make O'Fallon beautiful from North O'Fallon all the way to South O'Fallon.
The whole idea of the CLIP program is to try to address some of the concerns that we've seen with O'Fallon in terms of the lack of a consistent look throughout the community. O'Fallon developed so fast over the last 30 years that it almost developed faster than we could plan for in terms of building identity through the city. So when you look at different areas of the city, for example, take Winghaven, doesn't look anything like some of the communities on South K, which doesn't look anything like some of the communities up here in downtown. So we want to try to start to bridge that gap.
One of the main goals of the CLIP program is to keep a consistent identity for O'Fallon.
And the CLIP is a long-term program, 10 to 20-year program, to begin to address those concerns and try to bring some level of consistency through. Obviously, we're not going to be able to go into individual neighborhoods and reorganize, redesign what the streets look like in there. But if we can actually use some signage and some landscaping elements to help bridge that gap, then we think we can start to develop that feeling throughout the city. People look for a community that is attractive. They look for a community that is easy to get through, especially when it comes to economic development. Retailers want to make sure that if they are located in a certain location, that their customers are going to be able to find them. It's one thing for the people that live 2 blocks away, but when people are coming from neighboring communities and coming in, those are the people we want to make sure that they come into O'Fallon, and then when they're in O'Fallon, they find what they're looking for.
The project at Highway K and I-64 is only the first stage.
We're down at the intersection of Highway I-64 and Highway K. And what we're doing behind me, you can see the workers are putting up the legs of a monument of a sign that will say O'Fallon. And in addition, there'll be landscape plants and flower display in front of it. We'll have the same flower display here that we put up at City Hall. The entire area that you see behind me will be irrigated and will be mowed on a regular basis.
And really, even though the work will be done this year, it's really next spring when the grass blooms and everything comes out that you're going to see just the whole beauty of everything we've done down in that area. One of the things we're going to do also now is we're developing a plan right now that will kind of lay out an outline for the CLIP program for the next 10 to 15 years. But what we're trying to do is set at least a guideline so that as future city councils, as future staff come in, that they can look back to this and say, okay, here's our plan, let's continue to move in this direction. Some of the first priorities will be to continue the work on the major interchanges. We'll also next year have Page Avenue coming through at Highway K and Bryan. That'll be another area of priority in the immediate future. But long term, we're going to look at options such as information hubs, which are signs that actually allow for digital signage that tells people about events going on or news they need to know, as well as wayfinding. And what wayfinding is really getting to the core of helping people find their way through the city using signage. And those are kind of two of the long-term parts that we'll start bringing in probably about year 3 or 4 of the plan.
We'll keep you posted on O'Fallon's CLIP program on future episodes of O'Fallon Matters. If you would like more information right now, you can go to www.o'fallon.mo.us.